Hello everyone, I hope you're well. Today's video is going to be a book haul. I went back to Essex and went to my favourite charity shop and got some amazing books. So I got all these bookish gems which I'm going to show you now. So I'm going to get straight into it. The first one I've got to show you, I feel like so many people are going to be like, that's beautiful! And this is a book that I get told all the time, have you read it? If not, you have to read it. Hannah, I think you'd really love this book. And it's Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. Look at the cover on that. And the spine has obviously been damaged and been like bleached out because it must have been out on a bookshelf with its spine out, so the red has come out the spine. But I kind of like that effect on it. It's a really old book and someone has covered it themselves in the plastic. They must have like read it and cherished it and loved it that much that they covered it. And I really am like excited to get this one. If anyone has read it, let me know, because I get requested all the time, like, do a review on Rebecca or a discussion on Rebecca, what were your opinions on it, and I have never ever read it. So now I finally have a nice addition to read it in. I then have Alice Alone, which is by Amanda Brookfield. There's the author on the back there. There's the cover. I love this cover. And it's about a woman who, her husband she suspects is having an affair. Her children have grown up and no longer need her, and she is now alone, and she's kind of thinking, what am I going to do with my life now that I'm alone? And it's about that, and I thought that was interesting. I love those kind of books about women, anything to do with women, as I'm a bloody woman. I love anything to do like that, and like the women's story, women's troubles and tribulations. I soak up those books. I love them, so I think I'm going to really like that one. Oh, interesting choice. This is called Sea Trial, and this is by Frank de Filter, and it says on the front, the most evil novel of our time. And it doesn't have anything to do with English money, so it says printed in the USA, and it's got like dollars and stuff like that, but I think someone must have bought it in America and brought it over to England, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's printed in the English press as it is, but this is about a woman who's having an affair on her husband. Great start. And she thinks, this is the last affair I'm going to have with my husband. I'm just going to go on this one trip. This is the last affair and then I'll be faithful to my husband. I've already started it. It's very like quick paced and easy to read. So her and this man who she's having an affair with, they decide that they're going to go on holiday together because her husband he's in the army, so he's away working on like an army base somewhere, and so she has all this time free without her husband even knowing that she'll be away. So they take an ad in a newspaper, and the ad in the newspaper is a husband and wife own a yacht, this beautiful yacht called the Penny Dreadful, and you can go on this yacht. I think it's for like 2 weeks that you could go around the Caribbean in their yacht, you know, holiday. You have to pay to go. And like, I don't want to ruin it, but I think the couple are actually going to be evil that have them on the boat, because they've arrived on the boat. The boat is massive, it is beautiful, but there's little things going wrong. So like the husband and wife are like, everything's fine, you know, have a luxurious holiday, great on you. And then they arrive at the first port and they're arguing and it's all getting a bit out of hand, and the couple who are having an affair are like, ooh, like, I think these couple's mad, but now we're stuck on their boat with them. Ooh, I think it's all going to go a little bit wrong from there, and their engine has broken on the boat, and I think they're going to try and make the other couple fix it, and it's going to be all very bizarre. It's quite saucy, let me say that now. I was like, oh my god, Frank, god, that's the author, Jesus. Straight away they're at it, so I'll just say that. I was like, But yeah, I think it'll be good. I think it's like a good fast-paced thriller, really quick read. I then have Cold Caller, which is by Jason Starr. There's the cover there. And this is about a man who he thinks is going to get a promotion at work, and he works as a cold caller, and instead he gets the yellow slip, which I think in America means that you're being made redundant or you're being laid off, fired. And so then he loses it, and it says like he's got a dead supervisor on his hands. So he must have killed his supervisor. Don't know, it's very vague, like the back of it, but I like kind of thrillery stuff. I then have All Is Song by Samantha Harvey. Let me just say, I did get this purely on the cover. I mean, autumn, stunning. Like, look at it, autumn leaves. Beautiful. I can't really remember. Oh, I know what it's about. It's about a man who he's been caring for his dying father, and his father dies and his brother doesn't go to the funeral, and so he goes to live with his brother to kind of rekindle their brotherhood and find out some kind of like deeper meaning, because they haven't got along and they've never had a brotherly relationship, and he really wants that. And then his brother is kind of an activist and a lecturer and is quite well known, and someone does something that his brother says, so his brother must inspire someone to do something, and they go out and do something quite shocking. So again, another like vague one. This one is Marley's Ghost, and this is by David Levithan. I've never read anything from David, but it gets hyped so much on BookTube, and this is about Ben's girlfriend Marley dies, but then she comes back as a ghost. I think it's going to be cutesy, I think it's going to be nice, I think Ben's going to be a child within it, or a teen. That's my summing up of that. But I've never read anything for David, so I don't know if I like his writing or not. I then have Elizabeth Strout's My Name is Lucy Barton. Now can we just look at the cover for a minute? So gorgeous, and then you open the window and there's New York, and then it's back in the window. And this is about a woman who, she's like injured, and she wakes up and her mother is sitting next to her bedside, but her and her mother have been estranged for many years. And so I'm guessing this is like her view, because she's in New York. She looks out the window of a hospital bed and sees that, but this is what awaits her outside in the real world. But yeah, I really love the cover on that. And then her and her mother's at her bedside, and they kind of trace back why they don't talk anymore. And it's kind of our main character going back to her childhood, and obviously something must have happened, and that's why she does not like her mother anymore, but kind of thinking, should I not? She grew up in like a smaller town, and then completely seems like reinvented herself, went to a big city, got a job, got a husband, she has kids, she's living this completely separate life from her mother, and we're going to find out how on earth that happened. Love those kind of books so much, so I think I'm going to adore that. And then lastly, my mum got me a book for my birthday. She got me some other books, but I left them in Essex, but they were really good ones, and she got me this one, which I would 100% have picked up myself, and this is If Cats Disappeared from the World by Jenkin Kawamura, maybe. This is a Japanese novel, and this is about a man who his days are numbered, he's ill, and I'm sure he makes a pact with the devil. The devil appears in his life and says, if you could live without one thing, tell me what it is. And I think it's kind of the devil says you have to live without something. That's why it's called If Cats Disappear from the World. But obviously cats aren't going to disappear, don't worry. But he has to make this pact with the devil and make something disappear from the world so that he can be better. And he has a little cat, and he loves this little cat. So it's about him, his illness, his relationship with his cat, and then the devil coming into this situation somehow. Absolutely sounds gorgeous. It's so my kind of book. I'm so excited to read it. And that is it. That is the end of this book haul. That is the end of the book portion of this video. Click off now if you are done with seeing my face. I've been making videos like daily. I've been on it. I hope you've been enjoying that. I hope you're enjoying the daily videos. I really just want to like strive to make daily videos, but like good content, quality videos. Now, it's like really important to talk to you about, guys, the Christmas cactus. She's doing well, like really. So this is a Christmas cactus. So she's supposed to bloom. All these are flowers that will bloom, but her stems are really supposed to be around the pot, and she's filling out. I've only had her really not that long, and she was all like tight and up together tight like that, and now she's like, let me fly, spread my wings. She's like, you know, from the Cage of Falls, I am what I am. Loving her. She's really coming into her own. Just wanting to let you know that she's doing well. I feel like a teacher and you're a parent and this is the student. Like, she's doing really well in my class, you know, she's coming into her own. She was shy at first, but she's really found herself. And that's the end of cactus talk and the end of this video. Please give me some video suggestions, because obviously I do book hauls and I do book reviews, but is there any kind of bookish video that you'd like me to do, any book tags or anything else? Let me know, and your wish is my command and I will do it. I will see you very soon, probably tomorrow, for another video. Goodbye from me and goodbye from Cactus.